Isolation Nation, welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club. Woke up with bedhead, you know what I'm saying? I'm Ben Gleib, and you don't want to see what's under here, but you do want to see what's under those closed cameras. A lot of you are wondering, what's under closed camera number 2? Well, I'll tell you, if you imagine you had a tripod that stood extra sturdy and miraculously still stood with 4 legs. The second leg, which doesn't stand on its own, is Steve Hofstetter.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Ben. I know that there's been a lot in the news about how you have to wear masks all the time, but this is not what they meant.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, this one doesn't help.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Is this helpful?
Yes, that is what they meant. That is what about half the country is wearing right now. Anyway, if you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Throw in those Facebook stars. Do all of that stuff. And with that, let me introduce another.
Steve, I don't wear masks because it infringes on my freedom.
Yeah. By the way, my favorite part of that is that so much of that part of the country is cold now. And they're like wearing scarves and gloves and earmuffs, but they're like, but no masks. I'm like, it would help though. It would make you warmer.
Yeah,
anyway,
we would always wear masks in past years, 100%, and they're just not now.
Yeah, because it would infringe on the freedom. And we have the freedom to introduce Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am not hungover. I'm excited. It's Saturday. I'm ready to go. And Ben, I cannot imagine what your role play games must be. They must be so fun. You've got so many costumes and hats and all kinds of cool shit. You're jumping off top ropes and stuff. You're a Viking, now you're a cowboy. I just can't imagine those 2 times you guys fuck. It's got to be super fun.
Bowers, they really would be. They would be fun.
He actually, he and Carmel role play where he imagines they're having sex and Carmel goes to work.
But he still wears all the hats. All right, Queen Rachel's here. Queen, how you doing?
I can't tell.
Queen.
Is my camera on?
Yeah. Nicely
Hi,
done.
everybody.
Very safe, Rachel.
Thanks. Gonna wear my mask.
That's why they do this in the Middle East. They have the women cover their face to keep germs away from them. It's really to help them out.
Yeah, that's a nice. What? Anyway, Powers, we have an overnight game.
We did have an overnight game in honor of my fuck up yesterday, where instead of saying penis a holiday movie, I said holiday movie a penis or something. I don't know what I said. But anyway, it was
holiday movie a penis.
Take a porno movie and make it a holiday movie. So take a penis movie and make it a holiday movie was the overnight game. So Julie Creedor through Dina McQueen said Lady Chatterley's stocking stuffer. I thought that was good. Nice. Shag Nasty had the pizza guy is coming to town, which I thought was on film. My favorite, because it works on a bunch of different levels, is Shannon Savage had Schindler's Fist Christmas.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
And
that also makes
porno.
me worry. That makes me worry. There's a porno called Schindler's Fist.
Oh, they're for sure.
Oh yeah.
The idea of like, see this ring? I could have lost this ring up there. Anyway, okay, so
I could have fit so many more.
All right, well, today's game is not as horrifically disturbing. Today's game...
But it's close. Tell him, Steve.
It is close. Well, no, today's game is exciting. Trump lost again. He's now, I think his legal team is 1-62. I think it's pretty amazing. But he lost in the Supreme Court, which is a big deal. So, this is a record for losing. So today's game is we're going to make a record about losing. We're going to take a band's name and make it into some sort of loss. So, for example, we've been Beatles, The Crash, or The Supremes Court. Anyway, take a band name, make it about losing, and the way you participate is you comment on any of our streams, Twitch, Twitter, our Facebook, or our YouTube. I really have to think that through every fucking time I say it tonight. But
Steve really doesn't want you to tip on Instagram, but feel free.
If you want yours to count toward our prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air. What you do is you throw your entry in with at least a $5 tip, whether that is a Super Chat, a Venmo, or a PayPal. We always prefer Venmo or PayPal. Throw those in. We'll read those at the end. So let's lose a band.
Absolutely. And the Supreme Court, so it's allowed to be ones where you lose related to this Trump situation, because the Supreme Court typically doesn't lose. They always win. They're always right.
I mean, lately,
Thank
but
you
yeah.
for explaining.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
you know, you can make it like a depression mode. Like, there's a lot of ways you can do it.
I love that. And the opposite of that, speaking of excite mode, please, VIP video front row, turn on your cameras, join the party, because this is the Social Distancing Social Club. And we'd love to have join us right now. Still, who, Rob? We've got Brad Clark
Who, Rob?
joining us. We've got Jan Skittles Johnson. Is that a real sky above you? It's gorgeous. I haven't seen one of those in about 10 months. Wow. Very pretty. We've got Shannon Burke here with us. Is that a nipple? It's probably a nipple. We've got Jennifer. We've got Jennifer Story with us. Is that a kitchen? It's probably a kitchen. We've got Hayden Graphics Master LeMaster in front of what I always think is an elevator behind him. It seems like a huge elevator right behind him. We've got Savannah Martin. Hello, Savannah Martin graduates. Is your hair straightened or something? You look very different. You look great. We've got Marissa Mayrick here. Hello, Marissa. We've got Leedy E. Corbin, Santa E. Drobbins. We've got Anna Hood with us, coming to us from the middle of the ocean. We've got Sweet P1. Sweet P2 couldn't make it today. We've got Bill Thompson. I don't recognize Bill on the outside. I'd take his word for it. We've got Tam Brown. We've got Zara B from AUS. We've got Jessica Keibel. The only person who can be in front of a window and she's not blown out or silhouetted. I don't know how she does it. It must be the devil horns. We've got Allison Deming with us. What a crowd, what a crew, what a day. Let's get this show underway, my friends.
Well, let's do it. Before we get to that, we've got two new patrons on the Patreon.
You'll never get it.
It's pronounced Patron.
I know, I can't. Anyway, Allison
Pronounce
Deming, who we
slash.
just showed. Allison, thank you for joining the
Slash.
pin level. And Lisa Login is the Isolation Nation level. So appreciate you guys being here. We also have two amazing comics, both returning champions. Mary Santora is here. Mary, how you doing?
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. I'm excited to be here. I'm going to warn you, I just recorded my first album, so all of these jokes I'm doing are brand new and trash. So it's going to be great.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a lot better than most comedians who would say, I just recorded my first album, so I'm still doing those jokes today and forever.
No.
By the way, be on the lookout for my new album. It's called Brand New and Trash. So
Yeah, there you go.
We also have our favorite Danny Alabama, Adam Mamawala is here.
Ah,
Adam.
yes.
What's up? Very excited to be here in front of the two new patrons.
I keep fucking it up, man. I can't not fuck it up. I don't know what's going on.
Who was the first new patron? Because I feel like I talked over it by accident. I want to make sure they get their due.
It was Allison Deming, who's just is in our front row.
Allison Deming.
Lisa Logan.
That's why the light glows off of her head sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah. So Mary, I did want to bring this up. So I don't know if you guys saw the lady in Michigan who was like with Giuliani and just sounded super drunk the
hell
whole
yeah.
time. My favorite, and and how many DMs did you get with that, Mary, when that came out?
Oh my God. So I did this, the first like long form bit I ever wrote was an act out of me being drunk. And I probably got somewhere between 10 and 20 people like, oh my God, dude, you have to recreate this. Like, you gotta be this chick. And then of course they did it like on SNL and everything, but like everybody was hitting me up like, you gotta impersonate her, you gotta do this impression.
were there any DMs where people were like, was that you?
Dude, honestly, it was so funny because we talked about it. I'm on a radio show and we talked about it on air, and I was like, I could have been her. Like, I'm one state over. I'm in Ohio. Like, I was so close to being her so many times, you know?
Yeah, you've also been arrested. You know, like it's one of the things that she's done.
When
I mean-
Rudy Giuliani tells you to quiet down, you know you got problems. In the video, he's like, please, please.
I
please,
love the idea that
Greta.
Rudy Giuliani, like with his face dripping off of itself, coughing of COVID, farting during a hearing, is like, it's enough, miss. It's enough.
Right. Well, she was just so wild. Like she just sits down and she's just like, "What? Would you take the poll book? It's off by 100,000. I bet it is. What? Did you do something crazy to it? Did you take it? And you just wanted to? What you did? You just use crayons and color on it? Is that what you did? You got sissy 4-pack that has a sharpener inside because you're like rich or something? That who's you think you are? Is that what it's about?
It's actually upsetting how good that is.
It's really good. The best part of that clip where she goes, what, did you do something crazy to it? Is she then stares them down and gives the eyebrows. She goes, did you do something crazy to it?
Right. Do something. What'd you do about it to it? Did you write in it? I signed an affidavit. I affidavit every other weekend. You don't never affidavit.
I also love that the guy she was like yelling about this was a Republican who was like checking on this for like he was trying to get help from her. He actively was like, give us something we can use. And she's like, I've been using my whole life.
You don't know about
Yeah.
what I did.
I
Yeah.
hate how I have a huge rant coming out about this in the next few days, but I hate how we just listen to these people like they're reasonable. Like that guy, he was like, so you're saying it was off by 30,000 because we're not seeing that. And you see her make up the number. She's like, I'd say 100,000. Wow, what evidence that was. Way to present it.
Yeah. I'd say it's somewhere between 100,000 and a billion. Yeah, one of my favorite things about this Supreme Court lawsuit that was thrown out was what they accused. They made up some random number of it's 1 in a quadrillion chance that he would win all 4 states. And so, like, never mind the fact that he was leading by 10 points in the polls in 3 of the 4. Like, never mind that. And that the other one was polling pretty even. Even if he had only a 10% chance to win each one of them, the actual odds are like, I think it was like 1 in 100,000.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, like if he was only polling a 10% chance to win, which is crazy. Yeah, but they're like, it's 1 in quadrillion. Be like, well, where did you get that from? Because it was.
Well, yeah. Well, also, Trump is he's so lost at every last marble he had. His fingers, his body is even conceding, and his brain won't do it. Like, he just tweeted yesterday a tweet where he conceded and was still fighting. He was like, the Biden administration is gonna mess everything up for years, and that's just how it's gonna be, I guess. So we're gonna keep fighting.
Having said that, I
Look at
concede
the front
nothing.
half of your own tweet. Your front half of your own tweet said the Biden administration for the next bunch of years will be doing blank.
Oh, I replied to that tweet, and just in all capital letters, all I wrote was the Biden administration. Like, that was all I got from that tweet. I was like, that is exactly what's happening.
Yeah, I always try to tweet funny stuff in response to Trump, and then I just get so mad the tweet ends up just being a laundry list of 280 characters jam-packed of me angry at him.
Imagine having to go through 2020 with Twitter only having 140 characters. What a fucking
God.
That would be very
It would be good because we would just get the first half of that tweet, be like, the Biden administration. Be like, yes, thank you. Okay, cool.
Capital letters should count as 2 characters, shouldn't they? That'd solve all our problems.
That'd be
You get
fantastic.
120 characters or 60 capital letters. Fucking choose them correctly.
Oh my God, Powers, that is such a good bit. The idea that a capital letter counts toward your quota twice, that is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well, there's
Love
so
that. And
much.
by the way,
There's
I was
so
just-
much. Blah la la. You go ahead.
Is that how you call the
speak,
floor?
you have the
Ha, la, 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 la.
La 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 la.
you have the speaking hat. You go.
Oh, thank you. No, I used to have a bit that did so well at the ridiculousness of it. I would say, Trump's just a week away from tweeting with emojis. And then he started tweeting with emojis. He was like, stock market this week is... That's what the president would say. It's unbelievable.
Can I borrow the speaking hat? No.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah, I regret
Just have
saying
to
what I
say,
did. That was a real
"Ah."
showstopper. Thank
Yeah.
you. You gotta say,
I forgot what I was gonna say because it wasn't as good as that. So
Just
we-
make sure you go.
Ah, generals.
Yeah, you don't see. No, that's not the general sound. If you wanted to say generals, you gotta go blah 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 blah. If you wanted to call the floor, you go la la la.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Bibbidi-bibbidi-skid.
Oh.
We've got
It's like
everything.
both of these things are making fun of me somehow. I don't know how this is. The blah, 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 and the wah, 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 wah.
Hey, don't bring my last name into this. Don't bring my last name into this. That's rude.
Wait, this was really. I was really upset when I saw that Danny Alabama had joined the lawsuit. That he was in the states that filed. Oh my.
Mamawala Lala generals.
Yeah, we think you know a guy, you know. And then,
Danny Alabama, the Mamawala.
Sorry, Adam.
Quite all right.
We had Buns tip the show and said, so this means that Trump is the losingest loser in all of Loserville. He's not even the president of Loserville. He's the dog catcher of Loserville and about to lose that job. I'm so happy.
he's actually going to prison in Loserville.
I swear to God, the day he goes to prison, I'm buying ice cream cake for everybody, and we're gonna dance in the street
Oh.
with ice cold cake in our hands.
I have that
Speaking
recorded.
of that,
That's
speaking
fine.
of that, a friend of Ben's that I have become friends with now as well is running for Manhattan DA. Eliza Orlins. So if you support Eliza Orlins, she is someone who is happy to prosecute those assholes. And she's running against Cy Vance is the person who let them go over the last 12 years.
Yes,
So-
100% support Eliza Orlins for Manhattan DA, and also she was on Survivor and Amazing Race, and it's like really fun and awesome. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
But she's been a prosecutor for the last 11 years, I think.
No,
now?
she's been a public defender.
a
for
public
the last
defender
11
for the last
years.
11 years. Yeah.
Helping people who are getting fucked by this unjust system and don't have money for an attorney, and helping them get a little bit more towards justice. She's incredible, and she's awesome. I'm hosting like charity or doing some comedy on a fundraiser for her on the 30th. She's great. She's so fantastic.
Yep.
So, like, donation if you can donate to her. She also has a great press secretary, from what I understand.
Look, if you want to have a
heard about her,
respectful
so she's-
campaign, you have to have
we
a good
just
press
heard about
secretary.
her, so she's better than Steve. We know that.
That's right.
I am her press secretary.
We heard her name in a media outlet, so that's better than Steve.
I actually,
Ironically,
wanna-
Steve's the one who said her name. Steve said her name, which is extra hurtful to me. You know what
I
I mean?
actually did more for Eliza's campaign than I ever did for Ben. So
Yeah, and still, Steve got some major details wrong there, as you can see. So it really problem. She's been a superhero fighter, crime fighter for 52 years. She's only in her late 30s.
So what we're
and
learning,
she's
Ben,
public
is that
defender.
Steve's really good at PR, but only for himself. Is that what we've decided?
That's right.
That's where-
no, Bowers, that's ridiculous. You
Yeah.
already knew that.
Yeah.
You're not learning
I can't
that.
tell you how many thousands of people signed up for my campaign at 484848. I never heard about it.
Fa la 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 la. Tam Brown tipped the show and said, General, is Ben using a green screen of an organized desk?
No, this is Carmel changing the game for me, y'all. Look at this shit.
Oh wow.
Got tiers, so I don't have to have all of my things in one long
Yeah.
desk.
This
She Marie Kondoed your ass.
What's that?
She Marie Kondoed your ass.
Oh yeah, she did.
No, he wouldn't let
Also,
her
I'm
throw
just-
anything
I'm just-
away, Adam.
I'm just
She did
realizing
some-
that.
I
What?
think she did something to my ass. I'm happy. What?
I'm just realizing that objectively, you look so much more like a person named Danny Alabama than I do. Something about you exudes Danny
Oh, thank you,
Alabama
sir.
energy.
Thank you very much.
No, I think he's Brad Louisiana.
Texas.
So, by the way, that is Carmel's role play. She role plays that Ben is organized.
And this is Jessica Keibel's role play. She just rolls up little letters and sends them in chickens.
I thought you were had a string cheese like you were smoking a cigar, Ben. That looked cool in your cowboy outfit.
I have smoked a string cheese before. If you can smoke Gouda, then why can't you smoke a string cheese?
Right.
Think about
Oh,
it.
it's a bada bang a bang.
That phrase sounded so much like that woman in Michigan. You can't smoke a string cheese?
She's definitely been to a Kid Rock concert though. Like that ball with the ball, Kid Rock. She's like, bang, bang, ding. I bang you every day. You don't know me. Come my trailer. Why now? We'll do it.
Mary, I think she's been to a Kid Rock concert within the week.
Yeah.
Probably.
And that's
He's a Trump guy too.
especially bold of you to say, "Well, you look like you're at a Kid Rock concert right now."
I am. I'm at my Cleveland Kid Rock. Got my Abercrombie and Fitch beanie. Really repping the streets.
I'm going to show you guys how you at home can make yourself at a Kid Rock concert instantly. Just go like this.
Own that.
Dude.
Wait,
Glenn
Mary,
Bear-
did you just say why do you own that? How
Yes.
many times have you been on the show?
1,000, and it always surprises me every time. I just am. I don't know.
This is
Well-
Brad, Louisiana we're talking about.
That's
here.
right. I went out drinking.
Isn't that?
I went out drinking with America. When I woke up, I was at a yacht club and I was wearing his hat.
Didn't Brad Louisiana a Red Hot Chili Peppers lyric? It was like Danny Alabama, Brad Louisiana.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Bowers, Indiana. Like, I think
Yeah. I think so.
All right, Rachel, Cincinnati, what do we got?
Glenn Bear tipped the show, and Ben, he said it needs to be chocolate ice cream cake.
I mean, I'll buy him chocolate ice cream cake. I'd like mint and chip and
Same.
maybe banana. But they don't really make banana ice cream cake.
But what?
Man, ice cream cake.
Well,
I've
banana
never
ice
heard of
cream.
banana ice cream cake, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, banana ice cream is the best flavor of ice cream, and you can't find it anywhere.
I disagree.
Except with
Sweet
Ben.
corn ice cream
My
is
cold
the best
Wait,
ice cream.
Ben, we agree on this. I think
Really?
it's fantastic, yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, good.
It's incredible. And the hack to do it, even though I always forget, because you can't find good actual banana ice cream anywhere, like anywhere in the world, I've looked everywhere, is you go to Cold Stone and you just have them smash in banana into their original, and it tastes very banana ice creamy, and it's incredible.
You could also just buy a banana and do that.
I am so sorry to interrupt. How can you say banana's the best flavor and then tell us you can't find it anywhere in the world?
It's actually Taylor, very good point. Very good point. Taylor. Actually, a place near my old apartment in New York that had great banana ice cream.
All right,
so-
I'll be there.
It exists a few places, but I can't remember where I found the great ones, and so I need to find it again. But I've checked many places around the world, and it's hard to find.
Is anybody on the sweet corn ice cream train like I am?
Yes.
What is that?
I heard of
Oh.
that.
So good.
So good.
No.
Wait, vegetables and ice cream?
It's the best ice
It's a
cream
starch,
you've ever had.
really.
Garlic ice cream is amazing.
Thank you. It's.
I'm just trying to see how upset Bowers is, despite him now being Bowers, Indiana. Look at it.
How did you guys?
You know what, Bowers? You know what that looks like? That looks like you took Ben's hat and threw it in the washing machine. And it didn't come out okay.
This hat has partied a little bit. This hat's been in some predicaments. This hat has woken up under
This
some
hat's been in some
RVs.
predicaments.
Okay.
By the way,
This
this
hat's been
hat's
through
been
some shit, man.
in some predicaments is Brad Louisiana's hit single.
It's been in some predicaments.
Real quick.
Off
I
the
didn't
album
even-
Predicament hat.
I didn't even realize that was a cowboy hat that he had on. I thought he
Yeah.
had on like a medieval like skull cap. Like I didn't see because it was so curled up on the sides.
Yeah, I don't know. What
Oh
happened.
my god.
This has been through some things. This is.
You want to see a hat that's been through some things?
I like
That has been a hot tub for sure.
Oh
I
yeah.
also like the idea of the like Bowers' thing almost looks like a fedora with how much it's like
Yeah.
messed up on the side, and I really like the idea of someone wearing like a redneck fedora where like they would be like, "Milady, I don't value your opinion." Like that's They both left. Okay.
They're
what
just
do we
going to
got?
get more hats.
Ben looked like he was in the Buena Vista Antisocial Club.
Ba-dum-ba-bum-bum. Technics tipped the show and said, "Oh my God, I lost track of time. Super chat for Super Sat."
Nice.
We're caught up.
Do you mean like this, Steve? Would this be like your?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, well it's a
I don't see
Barstool one,
anything.
so
Oh,
absolutely.
Jesus.
And it's got a Barstool logo, and it's the flag. This is. I don't respect your rights as a person.
Yeah, you know what you would do? You would wear that to the polls and then tell women that they can't vote.
No,
And
I
then-
mean, if you
No.
want a hat where you don't respect women's opinion, it's not this one. This one's just a fun time. It's this one.
Your press secretary, I don't recommend that you wear that, Ben.
Too late for that, Steve.
Too late. It's already been screenshot. That's a meme. It says traitor. Oh my God. Okay, enough fun with hats. Is that a sloth on your head?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we caught up, Rach? Are we caught
Yeah,
up?
we're caught up.
All right. Hey, coming now. Brand new shitty jokes. Mary Santora, everybody.
Yes, exciting stuff. Bowers, that American flag barstool hat, that's like you'd hit on a chick at the bar, and then when she turned you down, you'd be like, whatever, bitch, you're fat anyway. Like that's what that screams. I got, some of these are going to get dark, and like I said, this is all brand new, so please be forgiving with me. I got Invisalign this year. I did. That was something I did for myself. Invisalign is just the clear bra strap of braces. That's all that it is. It's like, people look at you and they're like, we get what you're trying to do there, but calling it invisible is a stretch. You know what I mean? I've always wanted Invisalign my whole life, or braces or whatever, but my teeth are so messed up that every orthodontist I went to said that it was a jaw problem and they would have to realign my jaw in order to fix my teeth. So imagine what it felt like being a 14-year-old, being like, I just want a straight smile. And they're like, well, how about we break your jaw instead? How does that sound for you? I have what I like to refer to as county fair teeth. That's what I have, trying to straighten those out. Like, I've never committed a felony per se, you know what I mean? But I definitely have a favorite gyro stand. I do know where they are. And I absolutely call them gyros. That's what the kind of person who thinks lemonade is healthy. Like that's the kind of face I'm dealing with here. I started online therapy this year, and that's a sentence in and of itself. I'm just trying to figure it out, man. I had the therapist ask me, she's like, well, what do you want to get from our time together? And I was like, I just want the confidence of anyone who goes live on Facebook while 3 people watch. That level of confidence is something I'm working toward. Like, and if that is shooting too high, and that person always cracks me up too real quick, because they're the same person who will do like a shitty TikTok dance, not on the app. They'll just like upload a video of them doing a TikTok dance, and then the caption will say, I do not own the rights to this music. It's just like... It's like, yeah, no shit, Jeremy. Nobody thought you were hanging out with Drake. Like, that's not... If I thought that confidence level was too high, I told her a more realistic goal for me is I just want to be able to accept a compliment. That's all I want to be able to do. And I don't know if it's a Midwest thing or if it's a self-love thing, but I just want someone to be like, hey, nice shirt, and me not to have to tell them, oh my God, thanks, it was on sale. You know, like... I'm in a new relationship now, and I'm projecting a lot of my bullshit onto him, and I didn't realize that until we were getting ready for dinner one night, and I was like, oh my God, babe, you look so handsome. And he was like, oh, thank you. And I got pissed. I looked at him, I was like, thank you? You just know that you're handsome? You're just okay with people saying that you're handsome? How many people call you handsome every day that you're just okay hearing this? And he was like, the fuck did I just do? So, a lot to work through. My family never accepted therapy as like an okay thing. There was a big stigma, like if you went to therapy, you're crazy. Or like I was always told not to cry because crying doesn't solve anything. So that's how I developed. I was just really, really grateful in the 90s for mood rings, I guess. That was like my, you know. That's how my parents would figure shit out. They'd be like, why are you crying? Put the mood ring on and we'll figure it out. We'll go from there. So we grew up very, very poor and very religious, which I feel like is a weird kind of a combination, you know, but I think it happens a lot. Like the higher you are on the socioeconomic status, the less religious you are. I feel like those two go hand. Mainly because heaven doesn't require a credit check, you know? Like, what's God gonna foreclose on my soul? Good luck. It's not gonna happen. We were the type of family where it's like, okay, if Jesus can't fix it, maybe the Powerball will. You know, like that's where we were. I am not really religious anymore. That's not something I really hung on to. But I do still play the lottery. You know, like that part never changed, you know. I think it's mainly because the pick threes never yelled at me on my way into a Planned Parenthood. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Santora, everybody. Mary Santora, the county fair of comedy. No, Mary, that really was an absolutely great set.
Oh, thanks. I kept looking at my notes. I'm sorry. It's all
like, thanks. The set was on sale. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Take the compliment. No, it was a great set, but I do hate that set. Your new trash is better than some other people's regular material.
Okay.
Also,
I feel personally attacked on two reasons.
That's odd.
And then the lemonade's not healthy for you. Fuck you, Mary.
Got fruit in it. What? It's like fruit.
God damn it.
I do want to talk about
to make Bowers feel better. Do you want to just go back to your old material?
Yeah, right.
That was good too.
I like the idea of the graphs of like what level you are in socioeconomic versus religious.
Yeah.
Because it always fascinated me that the people who are like God will provide are the people who God did not provide for.
At all. You know, I have actually on that idea. I just haven't worked out how I want the tagline to work yet. But it's fucking, where did it go? Not absent. What do they call a deadbeat dad, but like a deadbeat heavenly father, like something around there. Where like,
yeah.
Like the people who are the most religious. It's like their heavenly father left and never came back. Like he went to go get milk and never came back. You know what I mean? Like I'm holding on to it. You know.
And that's why for them they have the fantasy. Like that's why they're just like being like, you know, my dad was an astronaut. Like I heard my dad was an astronaut. Like, because you don't actually know, and that's why.
My buddy Kerry Little used to have a great theory that religion was rich people telling poor people, "Hey, I know your life sucks, but if when you die, you get riches and gold and everything's great, unless you kill me, steal my shit, or fuck my wife. You do those things, you're fucking going to hell."
Right.
Golden fountains, baby, and that was the.
By the way, Taylor just said that the deadbeat heavenly father went out to get milk and honey.
I also love or don't love that even in heaven you go there and it's just nice shit that you can't touch or use. Golden fountains. How does that help anybody? I want to go up there and have gold in my pockets. Not you're never like, please don't touch the gold fountain, sir. Please.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't think Trump's getting to heaven, but if he did, he'd want the golden fountains. Come on back.
Yeah, you know the Heavenly Father definitely has like a recliner that only he can sit in. Like.
Right.
By the way, Trump will get the golden fountains. The problem is where he'll be, they'll melt.
I think what Bowers meant is that he's gonna see people pee on each other. I think that's what Bowers meant.
That's the joke I was making. Yeah, showers, fountains, the same kind of thing. It's classier when it's a fountain, I think.
It is classier.
And
plus, people get to make wishes.
Coming from two different directions, right? Is here. That was the video anyway, so it's more of a fountain.
I mean, arguably a golden shower is still classier than a golden corral. So there's that.
Times I felt attacked today.
Fountain's
God
there,
damn it!
too.
Do not talk shit about the Golden Corral, Adam. All right?
Says the man who fashioned his cowboy hat into a taco.
Right.
In front of Savannah Martin, we are just attacking her mans constantly.
I love how Bowers thinks that a fountain is classy, and it's so funny that you bring up Golden Corral because his only experience with fountains is a chocolate one.
Yeah. Not true, Mary. Mary, sometimes there's a cheese one.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sometimes there is.
Gravy one, but I get your fucking point.
Gravy fountain.
A gravy fountain.
Hey, Bowers, don't bring up your second wedding.
Oh no.
Gravy fountains, cheese fountains, and chocolate fountains are Bauer's 3 favorite ways to both eat and collect coins.
No, you throw a chocolate coin into the gravy fountain. That's it.
Most disturbing part is that he's putting hot dogs in all of them.
Jonathan S. tipped Mary $5 and said, Queen, tell Mary that it's supposed to be pronounced Euro, not gyro, gyro, ryro. Oh, forget it, nice set.
That's the point of the joke. Did he not hear me saying I'm definitely someone who calls it a gyro? Yeah.
Just
I know
take
it's a
the
gyro.
tip, damn it.
God damn it! Thank you.
All right, you'll work it through in Zoom therapy later. Wait, when you said you finally signed up for online therapy, did you mean this show?
Yes. Did. I just get to work it out with you guys. We'll figure it out.
We're here.
Kim Stewart, $5. Mary, for the confidence of 4 Facebook Live viewers.
Nice.
Jennifer Story, $5. Great set. I relate to your ingrained sense of shame.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. We're figuring it out, but
Also, after Mary's performance, I've decided to cancel my Facebook Live later today.
Ron Gould, $5. Mary, great set today and can't wait for the album to come out. PSA to all you comedy nerds. It was a great recording and you should buy 2 copies, one to play and one to keep in the original packaging.
aw, thanks, Ron. That's so sweet.
Very sweet. Zara, $5. I love you, Mary. You're gorgeous, you're funny, you're cute, you're incredible, you kill every time. I hope you took at least one of these compliments.
I'll try, yeah.
I love how she replied to that with, I'll try.
I'll
The time
try.
already passed. You had to either take them or not take them. Are you going to later revisit them?
Ooh, I don't know what to do.
Her instinct is to stab Zara right now for some reason. She's like, I'm
It's-
so angry at you. I don't know what it is.
It's not even to stab it. It's just adding like a level of levity. Like I have to, I don't know. We're not going to get into my therapy sessions right now. But when someone says something nice, I have to be like, you're totally wrong, but cool, thank you. You know what I mean? I don't know.
The Patreon only Zoom, we should just have Mary do therapy.
I cry so much. You guys wouldn't like it.
Tam Brown tipped you $5 and said, no shit, Jeremy, no one thinks you're hanging out with Drake. The whole set was wonderful. I so get the compliment taking issues. You have really pretty eyes, by the way.
Thank you.
Everyone's going to compliment you now to fuck with you. This is going to be the best.
By the way, what a great character to set up that you can't take compliments, so everyone just overly compliments you to fuck with you the rest of your life.
To
and all of a
make
sudden
me
you
awkward.
see him accidentally. It's
By the
great.
way, Adam, if you want, you could talk. You do a set about how in therapy you have a real problem accepting tips.
Oh,
There you go. Can't figure it out.
I had a situation with my boyfriend very similarly, except like the getting upset. What we do, we both get uncomfortable with compliments, and so what we do now, and if you hear us out in public, you take it out of context. But when we get complimented, we look at each other and we're like, take it. And so we just
Love
can't
that.
say anything about it, but just
So basically, you have to be like, "Hey, you look really attractive today. Take it."
yes,
Right?
exactly.
Can it go the other way? Like if you're feeling kind of down, can you just be like, I don't know, babe, I don't feel good. Give it. Probably ugly. Like give it. Drop it.
I love the idea of
All over.
Wait, panhandling for compliments. That's fantastic.
That's literally what comedy is.
Good point.
I'll report back.
That's awesome.
Samuel Carr tipped you $5. Great set. You had me laughing and smiling. Brett Steinbook, $5. Great set. Dana, $5. Mary, love this set. Welcome to losing your religion. We have cookies.
Yes.
We also had Frankie Notaro, $5. Mary, love you. I'm so upset for missing most of your show, but I joined for the part that you burned Ben for his Facebook Live.
Oh, nice.
By the way, we do have cookies, but unfortunately, Bowers put them all in the gravy fountain. So.
Unfortunately, I made all the cookies better.
You ever have gravy cookies, man? They're the
If you haven't had
best.
gravy cookies, you've not lived, you guys.
Hot dogs dipped in cheese or gravy sounds pretty good. Chocolate I would pass on, but the other two sound pretty delicious.
Yep.
Also, I love that
like
Cam
sausage
Brown's
gravy.
background now says Patron, the patron saint of Patreons. I know it's Patron, but I thought you were trying to do it Bauer style.
Yeah, Patron.
My bad. Sorry.
I don't know what umlauts are, so I don't do that part.
Umlauts aren't even in the span. All right. It's not Spanish. What is it? Fucking guy.
What's that called? Over the Patron? What's it called over the T?
Doesn't matter.
It's serious. I don't know what it's called.
Accent.
I know it's not
Accent mark.
umlauts. I'm joking. Motley Crue is umlauts. What's the Patron called?
Accent mark. Accent
Just an
mark.
accent mark.
Oh, doesn't have some cool name like umlaut?
I feel like there's a direct correlation between people who have accents not knowing what accent marks are.
Fuck you, Danny Alabama. But you're correct.
Take it. Take it.
Take it.
That's definitely become a thing, Rachel. That
It's gonna be great. Matthew Plummer tipped you $5 and said you killed as usual.
nice.
Jessica Keibel, $25. Fuck Mary, you always kill.
Thank you, Jess.
Nice.
That's good.
Thank
Nothing
you.
Mary
Mary
now-
now's getting
Fuck,
slightly
Mary
better at
Kill.
taking compliments. She's not diffusing them, but she is just mouthing the word. She's going,
I'm just saying. I can't actually say it out loud yet.
Baby steps.
Cassie Nolan, $5 for Mary. Search for her heavenly father. We had Derek Treywick, $10. Thanks, I really enjoyed your set. Andrea Gordon, $5, and said you should have gotten the headgear without the surgery as a kid. That and then fake glasses. You could have taken that shit off junior year and been the hottest girl in school like every teen angst movie from the 90s.
That's a real long game for that, man. You get headgear and fake glasses. Maybe I'll do that now. Fuck it, I'm 31. I could be real hot at 40.
And I'm being serious. One of the reasons I get fat and then get skinny again is because once you're fat for a while, when you get just regular size, people are amazed that you're skinny again, and they give you a bunch of compliments and go crazy. And then once it ends, I get fat again, and then I lose back the weight, and then people go crazy again. It's kind of a cycle I'm in.
yeah, and people don't generally tell you when you're fat, so it's only compliments every once in a while, and then people are just quiet another time.
Right. Right, because they don't do it the other way. They never go, God damn, did you gain weight? They never say that. They just go, I mean, not to you. They say it behind your back, obviously,
Yeah,
but I don't
yeah,
care
yeah,
about
of
that.
course.
And then, but then when you show up skinny, they're like, oh my God, you look amazing. And I'm the same as I was. I just look better because I lost 40 pounds that I gained. Anyway. So yeah,
Oh, my
the
family's
glasses
a-
thing works.
And,
Mary,
and the
that's
real
what I'm
trick
saying.
of getting them to say it behind your back is to have a bigger back. So
Yes, then you can't even hear
More
it.
people can fit behind it.
Dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. Rob Lovick tipped each comic $5. Still just the tips fresh out of quips. Thanks, Rob.
If
Anna
I
Hood-
bomb, will he take it back? Preemptive tip.
Yeah, he'll invoice you.
Okay, good.
He'll invoice you.
Fuck off, Bauer.
No, I can see him doing that. He just said, you get the mail, you just get an invoice for $5 because your joke stuff.
A week
You just
later.
write him a sad check and send it back to him. That's so funny.
Anna Hood tipped $10 and said the impersonation was creepy good.
Thank you so much. I do a lot of practice for when you have a lot of drinks. You know how to just say it come out of, like you said it on purpose.
I'm telling you, she had this voice before this lady got famous. Like it was so.
It was like
dead on.
8 years ago, dude. It was the
It
first.
sounded just like you did 8 years ago. Like the first time you came to Morty's, you took your shoe off and you.
Yes. You know what's even more frustrating than that? That was like the first bit I was super proud of. I closed on it no matter how much time I did. If I did 5 minutes or 15 or a half hour, I always closed on that bit. And then fucking Chris D'Elia's first special, he did that drunk girl shit and everyone was like, did you steal this? I'm like, I've been doing this for 5 years. Come on. So it makes it circle every couple years.
And yours was better, but
You did the research. You lived that life.
Yes.
As for Chris D'Elia, speaking of people who are into teen angst.
Right? That's great.
What are we not shitting on Chris D'Elia? What the fuck?
No, that was perfect. I love that.
Everyone laughed.
Go, Rachel.
Thank you, guys. Generals! Ron Gould tipped the show and said, yes, Queen Rachel, blueberry sweet corn is great. Lucky Cafes in Cleveland made it at one point in the before times. It's phenomenal. I don't know if I'm behind blueberry sweet corn, but
So you're into sweet corn ice cream, but you draw the line at blueberries? What the hell?
maybe.
I know.
Why? It's ice cream. Ice cream's supposed to be sweet. It seems like it'd be better to mask the corn situation.
Sweet corn is sweet. I don't know. I'll try it. I'll come to Cleveland in the after times and try it. Zara Bending tipped the show. Thanks, quarantine. 7:30 on a Sunday, and I'm eating ice cream cake in my kitchen. Thanks for helping me make the best life choices.
Hell yeah.
Couldn't have
I
it
love
any
that you've
other
got
way.
ice cream cake in your freezer. That's fantastic.
The one existing banana ice cream cake is in that.
Oh, it sounds so good.
And then lastly, Tam tipped the show and said for the ever-evolving audible interruption sounds. I'm calling more. I've got some more. I'm ready. But let's get to...
By the
We
way,
ready?
it
All right.
is. Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. That's fine.
We were just going to do a show.
We're gonna do a comic. You got anything to say before we introduce Danny?
No. I wanna see what he's got. I wanna see if he owes
All
Rob.
right, coming now. We love him as Danny Alabama, but he's really Adam Mamawala, everybody. Woo!
Oh, thank you. Guys, just a heads up. I also have an album. It came out in 2017, but I haven't written a new joke since then. And also, it's a picture of me and my ex-wife, so I'm just gonna do Mary's new jokes if that's fine with everybody. I'll try one new joke. I wrote it today. It might suck. Have you noticed that people just use having gotten a COVID test as carte blanche to justify literally anything they do? Like, how has that become the standard now for doing things that were awful even before? You know what I mean? Like, everything I see on Instagram is a picture of people with like 2,000 friends. They're like, we all got COVID tests. We're good. It's like you still did something that's bad even like a year ago. You can't just be like, well, it's like, yes, we got a COVID. You murdered someone. I don't care that you got a COVID test before you killed someone. All right, that needs a lot of work. Welcome to my setup. This is what I do for Zoom. I made a decision at some point to just remove everything from my walls so that nobody could know anything about me. And objectively, it's probably weirder than if I just kept shit up here. Like it's a real last week tonight motif, and I feel like at best I look like I'm in an Apple commercial, and at worst, I look like the murderer I just referred to. All you can see behind me is a white wall and a clock. And man alive, if there is not a better analogy for what this year has been than a man in an empty room looking at a clock, I don't know what is. It's been, man, I really, this is like the first Zoom show that I did way back when that I like actively enjoyed. And the thing about it was I was so skeptical about doing all of these. And then I'm in New York. I got to go back to like doing shows in real life in parks, and I was like, I miss Zoom. I can't believe I felt that way, but man, I got used to some of the benefits of Zoom. Like I don't know about you guys, but after 10 years of doing stand-up in a place like New York, do you have any idea how fucking good it felt to mute people for 2 months? It was fabulous. Like, missed it so much. I also feel like there's certain like Zoom etiquette that could be well utilized in real stand-up once we go back to it. Like I've been doing some like corporate happy hours and like holiday parties and shit, and I've noticed that they do this thing where like if there's a Zoom call going and somebody joins in a little bit late, someone will be like, "Hi, who just joined?" And it is this beautifully passive-aggressive way to call out the fact that they were late. I want to use that so bad once we get back into comedy clubs. Any comic on this show knows exactly what I'm talking about. You're like about to nail a punchline, and some drunk asshole saunters in with his girlfriend and interrupts the whole thing. When I hit that man with a "hi, who just joined" in the middle of a set, it's going to feel glorious. Wait for that moment. Because the thing about it is, like, the outdoor shows that I was doing, like, some of them were fun, and then some of them were just actively unsafe. And I don't even mean from a COVID perspective. I mean just, like, literally physically unsafe. Like, people got greedy with these outdoor shows. I got asked to do it in Bushwick, which is a part of Brooklyn, and I show up, and the setup for the show is it was just a wooden shipping pallet in the street. And when I say the street, I don't mean like a secluded alleyway. I mean a street that was very actively used. And as it turned out, throughout the show, it was also the B38 bus route. And man alive, people love to shit on the MTA, but there are just as many buses as there have ever been before, because approximately once every 5 to 7 minutes, whichever comic was on stage almost died. The bus was cleared by maybe a foot. And I was going up later in the show, and I was thinking to myself, like, is this worth it to me? Like, do I love comedy so much that I'm willing to perform under these circumstances? And then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? If this is how I go out in 2020, so be it. You know what I mean? Like, what a ridiculous way to go in this year. Just to have to inconvenience my parents with that story for the rest of their lives. Just imagining them 20 years from now, my sad old parents retelling this tragic story about how their only son died in 2020. And every time they bring it up, people are like, "Oh my God, COVID?" And they're like, "No, he got hit by a bus doing comedy in boat shoes." Tragedy, that would be. I'll tell you this before I go. So, like, the way you guys do this here, and I'm not just saying this, like, this is what this medium should be used for. But I don't know about you, like, in April and May, when everybody was stuck at home and was losing their minds, I started getting requests from random people like, "Oh, can you do a show?" And it was all like, I call it like the consolation tour. Like, I was sitting in my chair just trying to entertain people who had to cancel things they wanted to do. And that's a lot of pressure to get a message like, "Hey, we were going to do this fun thing. Now we can't anymore. Can you tell us jokes online instead?" And it's like, look, if you were bummed because you couldn't celebrate your 27th birthday, I can probably make up for that. But there was a dude I went to college with who DM'd me. This was on a Thursday. And he was like, "Hey, man, this is going to sound crazy. I know we haven't talked in a while, but I was supposed to get married this coming weekend. My fiance and I had to postpone it, obviously. We are... she's devastated, and I was trying to think of how I could cheer her up, and she really likes comedy, and I thought maybe you could do a private show just for the two of us on Zoom to help cheer her up." And immediately I knew it was a terrible idea. But I'm also not gonna not accept $50 on Venmo from some guy I took an intro to communications class with in 2007. So yes. And it went predictably horribly. She was actively upset the entire time. But it's worth having done it, not only to tell you this story, but for the rest of my life, I get to imagine the conversation that guy had when he revealed that that was his surprise. Because you gotta do better. My God. You just had to call off your wedding. Just picturing this guy going up to his devastated, crying fiance on their couch being like, babe, I know you're super devastated that we had to call off the day that you've been actively planning and looking forward to since you were 5. But what if I were to tell you that I went to college with a marginally successful comedian, and he's gonna tell us jokes on Zoom? Babe, where are you going? I have not followed up, but I'm gonna assume that wedding was not rescheduled. This was fun. I've been Danny, Alabama. See you later.
Mamawala, Adam, I think the problem is that you did all your "I just got divorced" jokes on that show. I think that was...
That's a good point. That is a good point. The funny thing is, I did do a show that was like for somebody's engagement party, and I still talked about being divorced half the time. Like every joke was prefaced by like, "I hope this doesn't happen for you guys, but here's what happened with me."
I mean, Adam, that's not too far-fetched, because like, if you've ever heard a wedding toast, half of them do that then too.
That's true.
Like half of them do like, well, things didn't work out for me and Stacy, but hope you guys will be all right. Like it's awful. And so if you could at least do it with a punchline, that helps. But the thing that
the other half of wedding speeches sound like the woman in Michigan.
Yeah.
This was like last night we did a private birthday show for a friend of mine's husband, and Bowers hosted, and I had told him he didn't have to be clean, but then there were all these kids in the crowd, and so Bowers gets on stage and literally opens, all these kids there, opens with this. He goes,
kids don't know what cocaine is, Ben. Fuck you. That's been a problem. And you said, hey, can you 10 minutes? I said, is it clean? You said, no. I haven't done comedy in 6 months. You think I have just 10 minutes of clean for 5-year-olds?
Wait, Bowers.
I didn't see the kids till you introduced me.
Bowers, hold on. In Ben's defense,
cock block is calm down.
Bowers, in Ben's defense, 2 of those kids were actively doing cocaine.
Bowers didn't even give him a chance to leave the room. His first 30 seconds, he was like, there are a bunch of kids here. Someone try to keep it clean, but I hate people have dogs because sometimes they have to go home and they can't fuck me. Anybody want to do cocaine?
Didn't cuss, goddammit. I took the cuss words out because that's the thing the little kids would understand.
In his defense, Bowers' definition of
specific things they wouldn't get. Oh my god.
In Bowers' defense, his definition of cocaine is a gravy fountain. Technically, it's wrong, but it's not technically illegal.
If you told me there would be kids in the audience, I wouldn't even take the fucking gig. You know how mad I was when I saw that little kid? I'm like, God damn it. What I was going to do, like, there's a 5-year-old, the birthday boy's not listening. I was like, God damn it.
I actually, by the way, I
speak to fucking kids. I have 10 minutes for kids. I just didn't.
Bowers,
I speak to
hold
fucking
on.
kids.
Hold on a
That's
second.
the slogan of Bowers Speech Company. Chris Bowers, I speak to fucking kids.
I loved that Bowers did the set that he did.
Oh, I loved it too.
Oh my
Because
god.
it also loosened them up, and it allowed me to seem like I was being clean when I only said shit twice.
Yeah, I loved it too. And then I got to make fun of him doing cocaine and why won't anybody fuck me jokes. I repeated your own jokes while making fun of how inappropriate your jokes were. It was excellent.
Bowers, I thought you did a fantastic job.
I was
killed it.
fucking mad. I got to be honest, I was mad. I was so pissed after you made fun of me. I'm like, God damn it! I was so mad that kid was there. Like, Mary? You ever done a show and then you walk in, you don't know it's something, and there's a bunch of little kids there, and you're like, well, now what the fuck am I gonna do? And you got 2 minutes to figure it out.
You want to hear? Okay, you're from Indiana. This will ring a bell for you. I accepted a gig one time. I was opening up for a country artist at a Quaker Steak and Lube at 4 p.m.
Seems fitting. That seems fitting.
By the way, someone's performing at a Quaker Steak and Lube.
Wings on Tuesday.
If someone is performing at a Quaker Steak and Lube, you are not allowed to call them an artist.
Well, I know. Listen, they're concerned. They're like, listen, it's an outdoor show. It's an outdoor patio show, but we like always it's always packed. It's always a really good time. Like, there's no content restrictions or anything like that. And I walked out to a Quaker Steak, and it was a packed patio of families. And I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do right now? I didn't open up with like, let's go do some coke. I love gravy. Like, that wasn't what I said.
By the way, I've been to a Quaker Steak and Lube, and Mary, if you did, it would have killed.
Yes, they would have already been doing it, to be honest with you.
Very relatable. Also, I like the idea that you walk out and you're like, oh, this is what they meant by Quaker.
Oh, man.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ching, chang. Savannah did say, she tipped the show and said, stop making fun of Bowers. I'm right here. So we had, can I just call I need to out myself as well. So I have this system, right, that I use to coordinate and do all the tips. I just now recognized that I actually had Adam's tab named as Danny, and it that into my head. I'm sorry. Like, why are these tips coming in for Adam? Oh.
There's another guy we call Chicken McNuggets, so you're lucky, Adam, that you're just Danny Alabama.
McNuggets.
McNuggets, yeah.
As long as it gets into my actual Venmo account, you can call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't.
So Tam Brown tipped $5 and said, Adam, take it. Wonderful set. You already know how happy I am that you're on the show today. Leave it to a comic to imagine how funny their death story could be.
Thank you, Tam.
Kim Stewart, $5. Danny Alabama, great set. Matthew Plummer, $5. Adam, don't knock being objectively weird. Hilarious set.
By the way, when I'm sorry, Bowers, go ahead.
I'm saying I love that we're now doing comedy like we played football in middle school, where every 10 minutes you got to go, car, and everybody runs out of the street as it drives by.
I like-
Game on! Anyway,
By the way, Adam,
Also,
I've played actual venues that are less safe than that bus route.
also earlier when we said that Eliza Orlins was running for Manhattan DA, we meant for Manhattan, Danny, Alabama.
Clarifying.
We also had Savannah Martin tip Adam $14.84 and said, I feel that you could really have helped when my wedding got called off.
Ooh. Why 1484? What's the significance?
It's just Savannah. We love it.
Savannah leaned forward to answer that, and then Taylor's like, there is, and she goes, yep.
We also had Andrew Gordon, $5 even. Adam will use his set to make your already devastated fiance cry for the low, low price of $50. Book him today. Jennifer Story, $5. Everybody tip Adam so he doesn't have to be a street performer.
Nice.
Brad Clark, $5. For Adam, glad you didn't get hit by a bus. Roll Tide.
Thank you, Brad.
I also like the idea that that Adam's new ad for his comedy services is just like, have you had your wedding called off? Would you like it to be?
I like that. I assume it was a Danny Alabama reference, Roll Tide, but I like the people who actually love Alabama just use that as like a generic and to whatever they say. Like they could be at a funeral, be like, "I'm so sorry for your loss, Roll Tide."
Absolutely.
Dude, we do that same shit in Ohio, except don't just yell OH. It's the exact same thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll be like, would you make me the luckiest man on the face of the earth, Roll Tide? And she just goes, Roll Tide.
What does Roll Tide mean?
Roll Tide is the University of Alabama kind of fight
Crimson
call.
Tide.
It's
So
Crimson Tide.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's Roll Tide or War Eagle is for Auburn, but nobody in Alabama cares about Auburn. So.
Steve, you must kill all of your gigs in the first 3 minutes with regional jokes, huh?
And I just spend my life learning things instead of collecting them. That's the difference.
Oh.
I really hope none of my many vintage ladies heard that.
We also
No, Mary's
had...
right though. The OHIO is crazy. In Ohio, if you were at a church at a funeral, if the priest said OH, everyone would silently go IO. They'd still be respectful. They would have to say it. You can't not say it.
I thought that literally was a church service in Ohio. I thought that, and let us say OH.
Mm-hmm. It's a
Calling
call
so much from Cincinnati. Every time I see Rob's name is Who Rob, I think of Who Day. Who Day. Think I'll beat them. Everybody's gonna beat them.
And I'm such a gig hunting comic. Whenever somebody says OHIO, I think, oh, Improv Olympic. Are they back? Can I get a spot there? You think? Or
All
As
right.
long as you don't
we
ask
got-
for a discount on food, you're good. All right.
oh shit, so true. By the way, I just realized after a bad joke, if you have a cowboy hat on and a mug, you can really hide. I totally dumb it. I always went like this. Really made it easier to come up from that personal nightmarish experience.
Oh, Ben, that's harsh. It was a personal nightmare for all of us.
Yeah, that's
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
right.
Derek Trawick tipped Adam $10 and said, I'm literally in the middle of a divorce in Alabama right now. This helped me a lot, to be honest.
Oh,
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, yeah. Hey, can I ask one of you to indulge me? I have a couple friends who are watching who texted me. What the hell is this Danny Alabama thing about? Can one of you give the
Yes.
summary of how this happened?
I'm so sorry.
We should bring Jess on camera. Jess, you want to tell us?
I forget until you're on again, and then I'm so mortified. I'm so sorry.
Look at what it's
Because
become.
I'm
It's my alter ego.
stupid, really. That's why. I don't even remember why it's Alabama.
So,
to tell you the truth.
Basically, Jessica tipped in her tip to Adam. She's like, Danny Alabama, you're so funny, blah 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 blah. And we're like, wait, what? Who's Danny Alabama?
It also came because I fucked up Mamawala so bad that
That's what it was. She called you
fucked
Danny.
Mamawala, and then we were ripping back and forth. And it was like Danny Alabama, and then it just took off.
Also, Jessica, don't feel bad about it. He's literally performing on bus routes. This is the most successful thing that ever happened.
Things weren't going that well as Adam Mamawala. I could use a rebrand.
I think
both.
professional nicknames go.
It's pretty solid. He's actually doing both right now. Adam Mamawala's playing bus routes. Danny Alabama's doing theaters. It's pretty incredible.
And I think
By the way,
He's my Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, I was saying after every catch phrase, after every punchline, you go Roll Tide. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be-
If you get a divorce in Alabama, do you say roll bride? Is that how that works?
The only rule Danny Alabama's got for his show: no masks, baby. Not a single mask allowed.
On brand.
Don't let me see you with a fucking mask. Don't you dare.
Oh, funny. It's just so ridiculous. I know I said it earlier, but it's so funny to me that these people all wore masks like more than the average population normally. They would wear bandanas over their mouth all the time, rolling up to events, it's dusty, and now they're like intentionally not covering their face.
Oh yeah, I saw a guy when I think I was in West Texas, and I saw a guy go into a gas station, and he had like the cowboy boots and the fucking cowboy shirt and the jeans and the fucking gun in the holster and the hat, and I'm just like, put the fucking bandana on. It's the end of the cosplay. Just
Yeah, if you think that a light piece of cloth over your mouth takes away your freedom is a little bitch.
Bow the bob, dang boom boom boom. I couldn't remember the start of that, so I started Kid Rock and then went to Blue Moon.
this went from Kid Rock into Blue Moon.
It's similar, right?
about a blue moon.
Zara Bending tipped $5 and said, for Danny Alabama, in the after times, I hope you make it to Down Under so you can be Danny Tasmania.
I'm still dying on the ba with the baba dip 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 Blue Moon.
I mean, Rachel
Dang diggy up to the butt.
Rachel took us in 4 seconds from this straight to this. It was incredible how you did it. I don't know how you did it. Pretty amazing.
Jessica tipped you $25 and said, Adam, I guess I'm going to be apologizing to you for the rest of my life for Danny Alabama. These guys are too juvenile. They're going to call you that until the day you die, or they die. You're a joy. Happy holidays.
By the way, we're going to call him that.
To be clear, they're definitely going to die before I die.
That big speak from someone who performs in front of a bus.
That's a good point.
I wish I had a nickname as cool as Danny Alabama. That's some great fucking shit. That and what's the guy that was for a while sending in tips? Cannabis Jones.
Wait,
Cannabis
Ben,
Jones,
I literally gave you Brad, Louisiana, and you're like, it's not enough.
Yeah, but the name Brad. I don't like the name Brad that much.
Well, then take off Brad's hat.
You're being a super Brad right now, Ben. You're being.
Brad Louisiana's pretty cool.
All right, we could try to find a better first name. What first
La
name?
la 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 bamba.
Bamba, Louisiana's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
We settled Brad La Bamba. Let's go. All right.
Oh, La Bamba, Louisiana is pretty amazing. This is what I dig. Hello, I am La Bamba, Louisiana.
All right, we had Cassie Nolan tip $5, and she's also the one that gave me the La Bamba idea. She said, "Who's Adam?" Norman Thompson from the blue corner, $5 for Mary and $5 for whatever the fuck you want. Celia Stein, $20. Annie Dalabama, you can bust me down any day.
Nice.
Annie Dalabama.
Looks like he's about to break up another marriage.
And it sounds like someone's into run over porn.
We also had Dana tip $5 for Adam. Next time you perform on the street, you can wear one of those sumo wrestler suits. This way, you get hit, you bounce. Anna Hood, $5 for Adam. Danny. Allison Deming, $5. Great set from someone who canceled their wedding and scheduled an elopement.
Nice.
Way to do it.
She had me she had me with the canceling the wedding part, but then the fact that she actually got married was very disappointing.
We had Glenn Bear, $5. Divorced men everywhere appreciate your crying bride skills.
Danny,
And
once you
then-
get divorced the second time, it doesn't have the same stigma. You'll feel better about the second. Just know that.
You're right.
I know the first one hurts real bad, but the second divorce, then all of a sudden you're like, fuck. Once you get divorced twice, you
I'm always on the lookout for a future Mrs. X Alabama.
Actually, by the way, Adam, that could be a way you could go with that with the new joke you had. The idea of like people posting a thing about cheating on their spouse and be like, it's okay, we got COVID tests.
That's good. Yeah.
By the way, there's no doubt hundreds of women in Alabama whose biggest pride is that they are currently former Miss X Alabama. There's absolutely.
Do a diddy diddy dum New Hope tip $2 and says your name could be Mama Adam. Materials there.
I'll take it under consideration. Thank you for the tip.
That's how you take a compliment, even when it's super weird. You see that? See how that goes, Mary?
Learning.
under advisement.
I'm learning.
If I don't, yeah.
Curaz.
It's okay. I was just gonna say I take most of my advice from divorced men, so that helps. I appreciate that.
Divorce comics, we're the best. We have the best advice. We made all the right life choices.
Fuck that bitch. Is usually what it is.
By the way, way to plug your new special.
We also had, let's see, Curaz tipped the show €2. And you know how it says on our YouTube, it says, our Venmo and our PayPal, it says guarantees a shout out or answer. And then he just tipped and said, do not shout out or answer, but it's guaranteed. We'll take it. Technics tipped the show and said, the Jessica Vermont, or was it New York? Big Sugar.
Nice.
And then Andrew Gordon tipped the show and said, do Journey next. Wait, Rachel's like a jukebox now, right? I don't get it. And we are ready for the game.
All right, let's play this game, everybody. Let's go.
So the game today is make a band's name loserish. Lose it in any way you want to think. Front row, please click on raise hand, and it'll raise the blue virtual hand. These are the entries that are unpaid that I liked. Dan Slatton had Queen. Rachel trying to pronounce things. Wrong. Greg Murphy had 2 that I really liked. Radio Dead.
Nice.
And Creedence Flint Water Revival.
Oh my god. You definitely need revival after it, so.
Yeah. Okay, Shannon Burke, start us off. These, by the way, Danny, Adam, and Mary, these are the ones that we start voting on.
Got it.
Cool.
Shannon.
Okay, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. The first one is kiss the White House goodbye, motherfucker. Don't let the Doors hit you in the ass on your way out, Donnie.
Sorry.
Rudy
Bless you.
laid a hooba stank. Hillary lost, and now you too, dickhead.
I like the theme. Well done.
Yes, nice job.
Hayden.
All right. I have no longer the presidents of the United States of America.
Yes.
I have, if your only lawyer left is Giuliani, your campaign is in dire straits. And finally, since the official electoral vote counts are in, I have Blink 232.
Jennifer Story.
These were fun. Grateful Trump is dead. 36 electoral votes in excess. U.S. smashes pumpkin. Impeached boys.
Nice.
Buffoon 5.
Yes.
OH.
I
Ow.
Roll
Are
Tide.
you booking that again, or?
All right, looks like I'm up. So mine are going to be Mr. Big lost. Keeping in your dream, you're the worst thing. This one I don't have a CD for. They're pretty new and all EDM and stuff. But instead of fat ass friction, it's badass fiction.
You still have CDs.
Anyone surprised by that?
He said this new group is kind of new, so they don't have a CD. They came out in 2005. That's the funny part.
Does that take
Oh
singles?
no.
Oh my God.
Those just singles?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right.
There's a guy. Wait. Hold on. Throw
I
my
hear you,
headphones.
dog. I hear you, dog.
There's a guy in the other room, like just taking a picture. There's a guy in the other room just taking a picture with his head under a blanket like this. Well, that didn't work. I wasn't on screen. Okay.
I don't get what that what is it?
It was the guy taking a picture like in the old timey photographs. Roll Tide.
Oh, no, it doesn't go forward. It goes behind your head. You were doing it wrong. You don't go forward. You go back. You put your head under the hood.
Right.
That's
Steve,
that's why I didn't get it. I got it completely.
Sorry, I've been quarantined myself. I forgot how that works.
Steve, the best way to finish that joke is like this.
Wait, hold on. I got it.
Hey, Macarena. Aye. Tam Brown.
look at the background.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad I quit that campaign.
The expression's just really what makes
His
By the way,
expression
you
looks
can't
like
watch
so
it.
many other people who wear that hat.
Wait, you can't watch our live stream on Instagram, but apparently you can find us on Parlor now.
Yep.
I just have one 10,000 Maniacs lawsuits lost.
Nice.
Is there anyone else in our front row that hasn't been on camera? Wave at me if you want to do an entry. I don't see any hands. Okay, Frank Notaro had to leave, Frankie Angles, but he had some. Not sticks, but sucks.
Nice.
Not Guns N' Roses, but Lost and Defeated. Not Beastie Boys, but Beat Up Boys. And then these are the rest of the entries. Jonathan S. Had ex-presidents of the United States of America with their song Trump.
Oh my God. Trump sat alone in a buggy marsh. Totally motionless except for Rudy's farts. Sorry, go ahead.
Trump. He's Trump. He's in our head.
Jonathan S. had the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
I didn't even get that one.
That's brilliant.
Make a band losers. Eagles, is a
Eagles.
band. The Philadelphia Eagles are a terrible football team.
Losers.
They're
Got
losers.
it.
Wow, I know.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, it's so good.
How about Jonathan S? They might be the New York Giants.
Hey, we've won 4 or 5 in a row. It's good. It's good. We're good now. 4 or 5.
FJB had the Sacramento Kings of Leon.
I love this twist.
Andrea Gordon. I don't know if this works, but this feels like a loss to me. Flaming labia lips. I'm sorry. A big ol' loss. Cassie Nolan. New states on the block. Jonathan S. Ben Folds his presidential run 5 days into 2020. And then he says, I know it was 2019, but you know.
It's because we had pictures of him in that hat.
And then we had Julia Schwartz in Boohoo Dolls.
Wow.
New Hope. Foo Failures.
So good.
Cassie Nolan, based on Greg Murphy's premise. Rhinestone Cowboys.
Nice.
Tom Turner. Hootie and the Blowits. And then Andrea Gordon, she had Johnny. Oh, they're all together. Johnny Loose Change? Loose Change? I'm not gonna know any of these. Yeet Berry, Army, Foreclosed House. I see they're all running together, so yell at me if I need to stop and it's a one band.
No, we want to let you do this.
Yeet Berry, Amy, Foreclosed House, Belle Biv Default.
That one you know, right?
Foreclosed House is Winehouse, but
Yeah.
Foreclosed House. I get that.
Oh
one.
yeah. That's true. Okay, I know this one. Grievance Clearwater Denial.
Yeah, that's James Brown, right?
All Republican Rejects.
Nice.
And then let's see if there was any last minutes going in. Jethro Nil. And I think that's all of them.
All right. Wow, there was a lot of really good ones on that. I liked Ben Folds' campaign 5 days into 2020 was great. Philadelphia Eagles was really good. Let's see. Sacramento Kings of Leon was really good. Boohoo Dolls I liked. Foo Failures. But I'm going with U.S. Smashes Pumpkin. That was really, really good. I like that one a lot. Adam, what's your favorite?
I actually, so I loved the Don't Let the Doors Hit You on the Way Out. That was great. Blink 232, I enjoy the simplicity of that, but I actually had U.S. Smashes Pumpkins as my number one as well.
Very cool. Mary, which ones you got? Which ones do you like?
Man, Philadelphia Eagles, as a Browns fan, that just felt so good. So I have to go with that. I have to.
Did it feel great? I love that one.
Browns are 10-3, baby. I'm like any team that's doing terrible. Hell yeah.
Rachel.
Man, so like the Philadelphia Eagles was the first one that came in. It was just out of left field. It cracked me up. The Ben Folds his presidential run cracked me up, but I'm gonna give it to the Smashing Pumpkins, the U.S.
All right, Ben.
U.S. Smashes Pumpkins was very good, but I'm going to give it to Ben Folds' presidential campaign 5 days in 2020 for extending my campaign 6 days. Thank you so much.
I'm going with. There were some great ones. U2 Dickhead was great. Dire Straits was great. Eagles was great. But I'm going with Smashing Pumpkin. It was clever. It was out of the box. I liked it a lot. So that's the winner. Claim your prize at sdscshow.com. Shoot us an email.
Well done, Jennifer.
Adam, do you have any?
I did. I got a couple. I have one that's inspired by this recent football trend. that I
Wait,
just wrote.
hold on a second before we do this. Ben, how many do you have?
I have one.
All right, I got 4. Bowers, Rachel, do you have any? Mary, do you have any?
I have a couple.
I have 6, but they're not very good.
All right, so let's just do round robin. So Adam, what was yours?
I have 4. So yeah, the one that
Just
I
do
just
one at
wrote
a time.
2 seconds ago. The New York Jets throw Tull.
I actually had one that was a shot at both Bowers and Rachel. The Cincinnati Bengals.
By the way, it's been everyone that lives in Cincinnati calls them the Bengals anyway.
I
Man,
know.
these Bengals suck. They fucking are terrible. I'm like, it's the Bengals, you dick. Bengals were an '80s band.
I had. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, Mary.
Oh, Zero Smith.
By the way, Bowers, it's especially weird that they don't know that they're like Bengal tigers because a lot of those people own a pet tiger. So
I took the game quite literally, so I had the missing pumpkins.
I've got Don Petty and the Lawbreakers.
Adam.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if Bowers was jumping in. I've got it's kind of boring, but Lose Traveler.
Nice. I've got a 9-inch nail in the coffin.
The Red Knot Chili Peppers. They're so bad. I told you mine were bad.
Well, you're in good company, Mary, because I had the Rolling Stones got away from me.
I actually have another Rolling Stones one. This is it's just the Polling Stones.
The next one's very stupid. It's just Santana.
I've got one more for the Trump administration. All locked in chains.
Oh yeah. I had Megan Trader.
My last one, no direction. I'm lost. Okay.
Is it back to me for my last one?
Yep.
All right. I'm most proud of this one. It's a tribe called Request Another Recount.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Yes. You deserve a Q-tip for that.
Nice.
Alan Marmalade, that was a great one.
My last one, reflective over this administration, is Machine Against the Rage.
Oh, wow. Man, I didn't do any Trump ones, but I have 2. Is this my last go? I have 2 left.
Sure.
Okay. My last 2 were Zach Frown Band.
Based on that one, you only get 1, Mary. Sorry, you only get 1.
Wait, I saved the best one. I saved the best one for last.
Zach Frown Band was awesome. What do you got?
Puddle of Dud. They're so dumb.
That was great. Nice job. Nice job. Oh, God. All right. I think it's time for the song, Ben.
It's Leedy Doodle time. It's Leedy Doodle time. There's no variations to this song at all this time. Yay.
I was hoping for a country version, Brad, Louisiana.
Lady been drinking again. Lady been drinking again. These drunks are gonna be drunk style, 'cause Lady Corbin's underage drinking again.
I never said I was drinking. Who just won?
Nice.
Go away, Instagram.
Saying that for a decade.
Wait, what?
I I said I've been saying that for a decade.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I have Ben in his new mask. I have. Did your wedding get canceled? No. Would you like it to be? I have. Here's blue moon. I have. Thank you. Thank you. You're just okay being called handsome. I have everyone trying to call the floor and about.
I like how you put Ben in the back again so you wouldn't have to draw his face.
Has a hard
But you will notice all of my drawings of Ben today I tried to do realistically instead of the cartoon style.
You should just draw a mug in front of it.
I should draw a monkey in front of it?
A mug.
Oh.
You can draw a monkey in front of it if you want, dog. Keep it real. Keep it real.
I have. Did you use crayons on it?
I love the cartoon version of me that you draw looks like it tries to give little kids cigarettes, doesn't it?
Yeah, we have another word for that, Mary. It's accuracy.
That drawing of Mary looks like she's in a teen angst makeover movie called She's All Hat.
Teen Angst, by the way, is Danny Alabama's new name. Teen Angst.
Oh, man. I have Trump's Twitter realized. We're still fighting the Biden administration.
That's great.
And then I have, what do you mean lemonade isn't healthy?
Gravy fountain.
Yes.
I just wanted to immortalize this so that we have it forever. Blackmail. And then I have La Bamba, Louisiana.
Yes, that's amazing.
All right, woo, great job.
Yeah.
By the way,
Art
Brad,
for my
Brad
heroes on Instagram.
Oh, sorry. We have an actual Brad in the front row whose name should now be La Bamba.
Yes.
Exactly. All right, we did
Brad
it.
Obama.
Brad Obama. We made it to the end of a show again. This was a very fun one. They're all fun, but this was great.
I love how Bowers doesn't think we're gonna reach the end of these shows.
Well, Ben, when you're on the show, it may never end. You know that, right? So every time I'm like, wow, we actually might end. This is great. Anyway, Rachel, anything to catch up on before we get to the comics?
Dibba dibba dibba.
Jennifer Story said, it's not bangles, it's bongles.
Oh. You're right, but fuck off.
Words.
Argue with you, but it's still mean. Does that make sense?
We also had Zara tip the show, and for Rap God Queen Rachel, aka Feminem, and then she put a rap together. She said,
No, it's the fast verse in Rap God.
Oh, I don't know. You want to do it? I don't know how to do it.
Girl, I'm not nearly drunk enough. I'm good. I ate too much.
Nice. Okay. All right. So the Rap God one is, oh, someone Adam Mamawala, you assuming I'm human. What I got to do to get through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I'm made of rubber, so that anything you say is ricocheting off of me and glued to you.
Yes. I love Rachel's like, oh, but I can't possibly do it.
Please don't ask me to dance.
New Hope tipped the show and says, what do you all think Trump will do now? Curious.
I only have 8% on my phone. I don't have time for that.
Okay. And Mary, you seem like you always have 8% on your phone. Are you that kind of person?
Yeah, I absolutely am. I always have the latest iPhone, but the screen is always cracked. Like that's me.
Like the idea that she's like, oh, my phone's fully charged, and someone looks at it and be like, it says 12. And she's like, yeah.
I know, right?
This person sends you a screenshot at 8 a.m. and there's 7%. You're like, how? It's in the morning. How did you not charge your phone all night?
My favorite meme is the one of that famous Michael Jordan in the air flying to dunk, and where he's about to dunk it, and it says, "Me when your phone's on 1% and you finally get to the outlet."
Got up, Rach?
Last one, Jessica Keibel tipped the show and said, because I cannot go a whole show without making Tam fill out her signs. So shaft, rod, pecker, wood, phallus, pole, prick, and Johnson. They would end the show.
That's amazing.
Nice. All right. Adam, where do we find you, buddy? How do we follow you on the internet?
Just check me out at onlyfans.com/DannyAlabama.
Where he rolls Tide.
Exactly. I roll a lot more than Tide on OnlyFans.
Adam has
I don't even know what that means. But
He's actually Danny Anklebanger on there.
Is that your fetish, Ben? What does that imply?
Hanging ankles, you better
Take
believe
it.
it.
Anything that'll let him.
He's into ankle play. All right, I'll take it. I'm just. It's just my name on everything, on Twitter, on Instagram, Adam Mamawala.
Wait, Adam Mamawala wasn't taken already?
No. My favorite's like people. I've had people be like, "Is Mamawala a stage name?" Yeah, it's a stage name. You fucking idiot. Why would I impose that on myself?
He went to try to get that handle on all the socials, and they were like, "Take it."
All right, buddy. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. You're great as always.
Later.
Mary, where do we find you at?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Mary Santora Comedy, Twitter Mary_Santora, and then I'm part of an afternoon talk radio show. You guys can listen anywhere for free on the iHeartRadio app. It's called The Alan Cox Show.
I could have sworn you were going to say, and I'm part of an after-school special. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Yes, I'm gonna take this hat off and just be beautiful.
You did just say Cox, so Tam, reset the sign, if you could.
All right, Mary. Well, thanks so much. We'll see you next time, and we'll definitely have you out have you on a couple times. But when your album comes out, we'll definitely have you on for that, so we can sell your album. So
Thank you. Sounds good.
We're excited. Cool. Rach, anything to catch up on before we say goodbye to the audience?
So we had Derek Treywick tip the show $15 and said, "Damn, that was great, girl."
Awesome. Cool. All right. You can find me at Bowers Comedy. As always, I've got a show December 16th, which I'll put on, put the link. It's too long to say, but I'll put the link out there. December 16th, I'm doing a show. Ben, what you got coming up?
We've got the first new episode of my podcast in a very long time coming out today. I don't know exactly when yet, but it's coming out today. Please subscribe. Last Week on Earth, and tomorrow night is You're the Game Show. If you want a chance to win some holiday cash, play some trivia, and be crowned the smartest person on the internet, please join us. NowhereComedyClub.com for tickets.
Very cool. Steve.
Make your New Year's plans now. Plan to watch my show and then watch Ben's show. We're both doing shows New Year's Eve. So feel free to kick the entire thing with Nowhere. It'll be cheaper than buying half a dinner on a regular New Year's. So, yeah, so stay in and watch us, and we'll see you there.
You're not going to believe this, but I've never bought half a dinner, so I have no idea what that means. All right. Audience, thank you so much for being here. We will see you on Tuesday. You are amazing as always. Great answers, great everything. You guys are great. We love you. We will see you on Tuesday. Rachel, anything to get before you get out?
Yeah, last thing, I just want to say that, so we're going to have our Patreon hang for the Front Row VIP and above on December 23rd, so on a Wednesday after the show. So it's not too late to join our Patreon and hang out with us to then. So yeah, I'll close the show with just saying ba-da-ba,
I would read 500 tips and
if I could get the word in edgewise.
I will mispronounce 500 more. Okay. See you guys on Tuesday. I love everybody.
Oh my God. I love when Bowers makes fun of Rachel for mispronouncing stuff. It's incredible.
This was legit one of my favorite episodes that we've done. This was so much fun. So we're off the next couple days, as we normally do on Sundays and Mondays. But heads up, hopefully by Tuesday, I have one of the biggest announcements of my career coming up. I'll be teasing it shortly, but I'll be able to announce it next week. So see you guys then.
Love it. That sounded like that was the tease. There's an even better tease coming up.
Next couple days.
God damn. All right, I love that. Thank you all for being with us yet again. And since the show's done in 6 seconds, please make sure and get your kids out of the room. Cocaine, let's all fuck. All right, good night, everybody.